For this bull run, I am a big fan of the DeFi space, and in particular, real-world asset tokenization. I said for this bull run, but really for the short term and the long term. I think the market is immense. So one of the cryptos that I got into was Goldfinch. We're going to talk about that because I did a video. Actually, let me back up. I bought Goldfinch originally back in, I think, April. Low market cap, looks great. I love the business model, being able to provide loans, but they're not your typical over-collateralized loans. If you've taken loans before on lending platforms like Aave, you're over-collateralizing. So for example, you're providing more Ethereum in value, let's say 20,000. And then if you're taking out a loan, you might be taking out loan to value of, let's say, 75%, which would be $15,000. So it's over-collateralized. Well, they're doing it in such a way for businesses and others and emerging markets where essentially you don't have to over-collateralize. It doesn't make sense for businesses. So they're taking a typical business model that works today and they're doing it on chain. So you can collateralize with off-chain assets. This is a great business model, but is it going to do well in the next 6 to 12 months? So again, I bought it way back in April, but then recently someone said, hey, could you take a look at, it was a response to one of my other RWA videos at Goldfinch. And I said, well, yeah, I own it. So I haven't looked at it in a while. Let me take a look. I usually keep tabs on everything that I'm doing, but I have to say, big dumb animal, don't do what I do. That's my disclaimer. Informational purposes only. I do this 6 days a week, sometimes more. I'm putting this out, I believe, on Sunday because it looks to me like things are going to really start to move and take off. So I want to do things more often. Okay. So Goldfinch, I put out a video in October 1st is when I did analysis of it. And by the end, I basically said, hey, it's around $2.20 at that time. I'd be happy if it got a 2x to 4x, I'd probably get out. Because it didn't look like things were moving all that well. And when I was doing more of the research and talking about it and explaining it, it didn't really sit well with me. So I thought to myself, this is interesting. And a couple days later, I was thinking about it some more and I thought, something's not right. So I went back and on October 7th, I went ahead and did another video where I dug more into what are they actually doing. And you can see here they have one pool of investments, but most of their other deals are closed and they haven't done new deals in a while. You look at their Twitter account and they had one post recently in October 11th saying that they joined members of the Tokenized Asset Coalition. If you're familiar with the rwa.xyz website, it's a great one, great resource. They're doing an incredible job. They say every tokenized real world asset in one place. That's their goal. They got a great dashboard. Check it out. Okay. So I'll put links below to my videos where you can see the whole analysis of Goldfinch because I do think it's a great business model and they'll do well in the long term. But then October 7th, I put out one and said, look, things are not looking good in my opinion. So it was probably a couple weeks ago, I swapped some of my Goldfinch. And then a couple days ago, I swapped the majority of it. I still have some, but not much. And where did I go? I think I may have mentioned this. I haven't done a SUI analysis yet, but I went into SUI. Turns out, great decision, at least now in the short term. If you take a look at, and I'm putting this out, I'm not saying you should do this, but you may want to consider, I did another video, just if you haven't subscribed yet, or if you want to, go ahead, but go to my webpage and you'll see one I just put out yesterday. This is Sunday. I put it out on Saturday saying, hey, you may want to consider selling some of your duds, even if they're at a loss, if you move it in something better. And I gave the example of one of my swaps with Goldfinch and SUI, where I lost some money on my Goldfinch, but I gained over the last 2 weeks or so since the swap a significant amount more. It turned out to be for the better. So I had gotten originally, let's see, back in April was around here's $2.70 when I got in. I ended up getting out around $2.20. Actually back here and then again around here. And I ended up swapping it for SUI. I got some SUI, I think just over $1, maybe $1.30. And then I got some SUI closer to $1.80 or $2. I think my average now is like $1.60. Anyway, since the point when I've swapped and made that decision in those videos, it's just been going down like most things. So it's not in a terrible position if you look at the overall market, but I happen to have swapped it for something that has gone up tremendously. I got in around here. I missed this whole early spot. I got some more up here, and my average is around here. Okay, great. That doesn't matter. Point is, Goldfinch for me isn't moving. And even though I love it, sometimes you gotta let those things you love go. Will I buy some more back later in the future? Probably. It's still on my radar. I still have some. I'm thinking if there might be a little more of a pullback in SUI, I might swap some more of that Goldfinch for SUI. This isn't about SUI. This is about Goldfinch. It looks like I said, their website, nothing's really changed. The Twitter, I'm not seeing anything. So I just wanted to be honest and say, look, this is one of those where I think it's looking to be somewhat of a dud. I shouldn't say dud. Still a great business model. I still think it'll do okay. However, opportunity cost says I don't have unlimited funds. Wish I did. I don't. So I need to start moving things when it looks like my money can do better in a different area. And I really think in the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, this might be the last time to do some significant moves without missing some of the big takeoffs if crypto really starts to move. It looks to me like Bitcoin has made its breakout. Once it gets above 74,000, the sky's the limit. Everyone's going to be in profit. So therefore, I think altcoin season is going to follow. So take a look at your portfolios and think a small loss here, but a larger gain here might make sense. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful whether you own GFI, Goldfinch or not. Take that advice and look at everything in your crypto portfolio. Do it now. Thinking might only be a couple weeks or months before things really take off. Have a great day or night. Hope you all make generational wealth together with crypto. Thanks for watching.